I have no idea how to really start this, so we'll just go straight into it. This is the first episode of what I'm going to call, at least for now, uh, raw news, raw voice, whatever you want to, whatever I'm going to want to call it, not your choice. But it is the 25th of May. Yeah, May. It's the 25th of May, 2022, and we had a school shooting at Robb County Elementary in Texas. So there was a school shooting, and 22 people died, 19 students, 2 teachers, and the shooter. There's no proof out there yet, but I bet you this was premeditated and had been in the works for weeks, if not months. This isn't something that happens around the world. Like, if you go to Britain, you go to Sweden, you go anywhere else. I mean, there's a couple countries. Like, I imagine, I'm not perfectly cultured, but I imagine in the Middle East, you might have this issue if you go to school. Um, but America, you can get shot any day of the week randomly. So this is an issue. So when I was in school, and I come from Forsyth, okay, I was in a good system. Um, I would constantly run through scenarios of what would happen if a school shooter came through. How could I take them down? How could I run away? How could I do whatever needs to happen? Even in college, I still run through a few scenarios. Hell, I sleep with a weapon nearby, not a gun because I don't own any, but I have a machete just for gardening, for like cutting down weeds or something. But if I need it, um, but I ran through the self-defense things and all that. I want to own a gun, of course, for self-defense. Um, and I agree that people don't want their guns taken away. Again, I want a gun. I want a couple of guns. I like guns. But when it comes to mass shooting events, where are we drawing the line here? Where do we go? What's the line, and how hard is that line? Who can, we need to come up with laws, like checks and things, like you need to register to have a gun, right? I know a lot of people don't like that idea, but guess what? If you don't, if you can't, if you don't have to register to get a gun, any idiot, any madman, any whoever can come in, buy a gun, and go shoot up the school, shoot up the Walmart, shoot up houses. I don't know, don't care. They're gonna go out for whatever they want. Now you have a mass shooting event, and these are happening so often in America. I mean, it's kind of like where do we draw the line with this, right? This is an 18-year-old, right, that did this. How does an 18-year-old get a gun? Because that's a lot of, I mean, it's a fair bit of money to get a gun. I don't know what they used, but um, probably from their parents. How do you? But you know what's even more frustrating? You know what Republicans are doing? If you guessed, adding more guns and armed security, you're 100% right. Yeah, the school's on fire. Let's add more fuel. There's school shootings. Let's put more guns in the situation, right? What's the worst that could happen? Now, I applaud. I'm butchering the name. I'm sorry. Beto O'Rourke, for like, okay, if you there's a video on YouTube, they got mad, they got angry at a meeting, and just they literally were like yelling, "What the hell are you doing? You're doing nothing, you idiots!" They were yelling at the idiots for, not doing anything. And he's 100% right. They are in the right. You know what these politicians are doing? They are taking your tax money and they're buying, lifted trucks and light bars and nice houses and booze. Not helping you. You voted for them. They are your politicians. You voted for them. Now, guess what? Your kids are dead, and they're sitting on their, with their thumbs up their butts, not doing jack squat. Oh no, there's a school shooting. Guess what? They don't actually care. They're just doing it to get the votes so they can keep getting your tax money that you work hard for that. They just get free money pretty much. You know how it is. I mean, they don't care for you. But guess what? If you are if you are ignorant enough to keep voting for them, I mean, there's nothing I can't say anything beneficial. If you're voting, I mean, don't get mad at me, get mad at yourself. But if you're still voting for these people who are sitting, taking your tax money and doing nothing and ignoring you, you're an idiot. Your kids are going to die, and maybe it's deserved. Darwinism. You ever heard of it? Look it up. I don't like being mean. I want to be I want to be nice. I want to be truthful. But to be forthcoming and truthful, the truth hurts. If you're stupid enough to vote for idiots that don't care for you, your kids are going to die. You're going to die. Your stuff's going to get taken away. They're going to ruin your lives. Drink alcohol, buy lifted trucks, buy whatever. And that's on you. That's all I have to say. I'll see you next time. I mean, no, hang on. I'll say, if you don't like that outcome, vote for someone else. I'll say this is not a issue that is Texas. This is not an issue that is just Texas and Robb County. This is an issue that has been going on for years all over the United States. Uh, if you don't want this happening in your state, in your county, to your kids, or to you if you're voting, look up who you want, who's running. Right, we're in the middle of an election cycle. Look up who's running, figure out who you like truly like. Don't let me influence you. Don't let your parents influence you. Don't let your friends influence you. Sometimes don't let yourself influence you. Don't be like, this guy's whatever. It doesn't make sense necessarily for, like, when I say don't let you influence you, but like it might to some people. I really don't know how that works. I just know it works somehow. Um, but like seriously, look up people who are running. Figure out, actually before you even do that, open up like a document, Google Doc or a Word, or pull out a piece of paper and a pen. Write down what you want. Do you? I want gun law. I want idiots who are crazy to not have guns. I want prisoners to be able to vote. Who are good. They whatever. I want women to be able to make choices for abortions. Whatever you're going for, um, put those values down, and then look up these guys and go, guys and girls, and figure out, okay, this guy wants this, this, and this, which I love, and then they have something that you might not like. But guess what? he's the best option. And then this one's got everything you like. For the next, there's a lot of people running and a lot of positions to fill. So anyway, figure it out. Just vote for who you want, who you're. Come on, vote, make change. I don't know, and hopefully I make more of these. This is gonna be the hardest one to put out, so come on, make that change.